So do you want more freedom? Do you want to be able to earn more money? Do you want to have more impact with the work that you love? It's a bit of a no-brainer question, but there's a good chance that you're juggling a bunch of life responsibilities. You're busy, you're trying to be a great husband, a great father, you're trying to do the work and career thing, you're trying to take care of your health, and really you're trying to figure out how does this whole work-life balance thing really work. And that's why in this episode, I want to show you how I'm trying to actually figure out how to design my work and my life to come together, because I think the whole work-life balance thing is a complete lie. So we're here in Thailand for the 7-figure online business retreat. We're doing this because I'm a big believer of the power of immersion and masterminds. Really, when it comes to immersion, really focusing in, diving in, sinking your teeth into, and being able to focus on one specific thing and taking out all distractions. So then that means right now, I'm being a really crappy father. I'm being a really crappy husband. As an entrepreneur, I'm succeeding, I'm doing really good, and that's where my focus is right now. So when it comes to actually how do I have sanity with this, the first thing I really realize is to think of life, to think of work, and to think of how this all works is it's in seasons. You can only really focus on a few things at once to be able to take leaps and bounds and really excelling to the results that you want to. But the other thing is, so if you think about it like you've got a bunch of plates that you're spinning, you're trying to be the family person, you're trying to build the career, what about your health, what about your friends, all of these different plates, if you focus too much on just one, then the others might topple over, and really that's when shit hits the fan with life, and we don't want that. So the way that I go about this is every week and every quarter I actually grade myself, I rate myself out of 6 things, and these 6 things is how I look at kind of life in general, and those are me as a father, me as a husband, me as an entrepreneur, me as a friend, me with my happiness, and me with my health. I literally grade myself in those 6 areas, 1 out of 5 every single week and every single quarter. This is an easy little way for me just to make sure I can really check myself before I wreck myself, so I can actually tangibly look at and say, you know what, I haven't been so great. So for example, this week running the retreat, I'm really a 1 as a father and a husband. And that means when I go home next week, I'm obviously going to focus on those areas, and I'm going to bring back the areas such as entrepreneur and the other areas, so I can make sure that I really dedicate, I put the love, attention, focus, energy towards on being that father and husband, because I want to make sure that I have that dance that really is the balance that what we're trying to do, but really making sure work and life come together in the long term. So to make this really practical is I want you to grade yourself right now in those 6 areas, but really just take one next step and just go, right, I really want to be able to achieve one specific goal. What you're going to do, and what we do anyway, is we actually work in 90-day chunks. So we're going to say, all right, day 0 is today. In the next 90 days, what's the one thing that I really want to be able to achieve? And there's 4 questions that you have to answer to make sure that you're actually on track to be able to achieve that. And that is, what is the actual outcome that you want? Get really clear on what that goal is that you want to achieve, so you know whether you've achieved it or not. Don't be vague. So you've got to know what's the clear outcome that you want. Then you've got to figure out what are the skills that you need to be able to achieve that, because there's a good chance that you haven't achieved it yet, either from just not putting the work in, or you don't have the actual skills, the actual learning behind how to get there at the end of the day. Obviously that's why we're here in the retreat. We're leveling up everyone's skills and being able to give them a plan to be able to follow that. So you know the outcome, you know the skills. The next is, who do you have to go to? What people do you need to ask and get help from to be able to then take those next steps? Now obviously you can go learn from books, learn from videos, learn from online courses. You can go and find mentors, find coaches. It's essentially who has the answers that you need to be able to fast track yourself to the success. And then the 4th factor is, what are the daily actions that you need to have in place? Everything is behavioral. This is about you actually knowing exactly what to do each day, but then doing it each day to make sure. So you need that accountability as well. So you know the outcome, you have the skills in place, you've got the help from the people, and you're taking action each and every day. And this is where everything starts coming together. So we've been able to say, okay, Chris, we have an understanding of the 6 key areas of life now that we can start to grade ourselves. If one starts starts to go a little bit haywire, we can start to bring it about and make sure that things don't fall off the end. Then we can get really clear on one thing that we want to achieve in the next 90 days, and you've answered the 4 key critical questions to get you started to be able to take those next steps. Now, if you want to go even deeper into this, and especially if you want to join the community of other success-minded people doing this work as well, then I'll pop a link to the practice. It's completely free, and it's the group of success-minded people where really we come together to help each other and also to give the accountability needed to take the actions that we need to get there. So I'm looking forward to seeing you in the practice, and as always, thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you in the next episode. Now, this is where I want to make sure that you get the most out of being here, and I want to hear from you. So if you've enjoyed this episode, click like, and to make sure I can send you the new episodes each and every week, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Also, I really want to make sure that I'm giving you exactly what you need. So comment below. I want to know what you're going to take away from this episode. And the best conversations after every episode always happen in the Breaking Success Tribe. I'll pop a link below for you to join the free group so you get access to the guides, the live streams. I'm in there answering your questions personally each and every day. Plus you get all the episodes as well. So thank you so much for being here and joining us. I'm really looking forward to seeing you in the next episode.